Welcome back to the final regular round of ausmericanaces NRL, where there's round 27 just before we hit the finals, and the race is not over yet. We've still got a few more games to go. I'm Renee Gartner, and I'm joined by the great Aaron Woods, and welcome back from the frosty nation's capital, Ash.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me in studio.
Yeah, no, it's nice actually.
Look, it was cold.
Yeah.
I tell you, the snow was cold.
Well, funny that. It's weird being frozen water.
It's such an effort to do anything. Don't do a podcast at the snow because you have to carry everything.
What, do you think it was going to be hot down there?
No, I just didn't think everything would be such an effort and cold. I got out to put chains on the tyres and I
Oh, did you have to do that?
got out on. I was wearing slides.
Is it hard to
I
put
went
chains?
about
No
that
socks?
deep. I went about I had socks on. I went that deep in the snow and I was like, "What's burning on my foot?" Oh, it's just.
Just
Is it hard to put
frostbite.
the
Just
chains on the
frostbite.
tyres?
Oh, we gave up.
Yeah.
We gave up. It
Well,
was
you
just
managed to
a-
stay
One
on
of
the
your
roads
best,
and get
mate.
home
One of your
safely.
We're
best.
good. Yeah, we made it. We made it back in. Yeah.
Well, it is absolutely warming up in Queensland at the moment, and that's not just our great guest, Brent Tate, but geez, mate, there is the Broncos can't seem to get away from the headlines.
Oh, well, can you believe it's the end of the season already? I can't believe how quick it's gone. And, yeah, no doubt, come final round and the Broncos are in the headlines. Geez, I don't know. Is it? Are we that outraged by Reece Walsh and drinking a bit of toilet water? Does it matter?
What do you make of it, Tatey? Like, honestly, it's just nothing. Like, he's just probably taking the mickey. Couple of mates. I feel more annoyed at the person that's thrown him under the bus and recorded it and sent
He
it out there.
recorded it.
But also-
he recorded
No,
it.
but didn't he send it to his friends?
Yeah, but also he said it's a new toilet, but
I
does
thought he put it on
but
social
does he
media.
not know some of those tradies leave some god awful things in your
Yeah.
toilets.
They christened it.
You have to christen the toilet. Like,
I would if I'm him, I'm getting tested.
My favourite phrases that they've thrown around is called the laboratory lager.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's some good ones around there. I don't know about it being a good recovery tool, but anyway. What about the painted nails in it, though? That's what I couldn't get over, just how red
I
his
thought
nails
you'd
were.
have your nails painted today for sure, Tatey.
No, mate, no, too old school here. But yeah, look, on the eve of a huge game for the Broncos, probably not ideal, but geez, yeah, play on for me.
Tatey, what do you reckon? What does he reckon about the carer? The Broncos think they got to get a carer involved on to help Reece Walsh and help him out with decisions that he needs to make.
Babysitter.
Come on.
Yeah, mate. Look, I think one thing, you've got to treat him like he's an adult, obviously, and he's made a couple of silly mistakes, but we do live in the world of outrage now, mate. As far as putting a carer on him, I mean, where does it stop, mate? Where does it stop?
But that means you'd have to have a carer at his home in his bathroom. Like, you're not going to be able to prevent things like that. Like, I know back in the day when we did the Titans, there was talk of things coming in. It was a program where basically if an athlete pushed a story to publish on social media, it came through to this system and us as a media manager had to approve and click send. That's the only thing that I could think of, because if we think about it, we had the punching scenario that came up.
Yep.
He called a journo a dog or a coward or something like that.
Well, I think
Ezra
the
Mam.
kid was ripping into him grand final week, and he just said, like, I'll smash, your...
Yeah. So
That's
there's
nothing.
been
That's
a
a bit of
couple of
banter.
social media
I
things.
don't mind that. Yeah,
a bit of
I
banter.
just think it's like
Who had a babysitter back in your day, Tatey? Alfie Langer would have had to have been close, wouldn't he?
Well, I was going to say no one actually had a babysitter, but a few probably should have, and Alfie would have been top of the tree. To be fair, Alfie probably still needs one at 60 years age or however old Alfie is. But yeah, look, I don't know. It's funny to sit back and just see how big his relevance is. To post something like that, and for the Broncos to release a statement, for it to be on every TV show, radio station, like. Mate, he's got a huge following, and the Broncos are a powerhouse club, and a lot of the, I guess, stuff in and around Reece, he's bringing to that club too. Like the social media base, the fans, the engagement. Like he's top of the tree with that. So I guess sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. Looking back, probably a silly thing to do, but again, yeah.
it's not a huge,
I don't know about minors and that sort of thing.
It's because he's so influential for young people.
I'll tell you what the biggest deal is. He's sponsored by Musashi, who's recovery products.
Excuse me.
And he's going against his recovery products. Yeah. What about the Musashi brother?
At least pour it in and shake it around a bit.
Haven't you seen him on the ads?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It was the fact that it was also that Broncos brought him in, had the chat with him, and then he was so unfazed by it, he doubled down and put a post up of him and his dog at Bunnings with, what was it, the through to the plumbing section sign. Like, he's just got no care.
He's having fun with it.
Yeah.
Look, the other thing too we've got to be careful of is we want to see the personality of all the players. So we can't have one and then criticise the other. So, look, I just think it's play on. It's a bit of fun. He's had a joke. Is it gross? Yeah, 100%. But far out.
We've seen a lot worse
go on in my time.
Yeah.
We've seen much worse. Let's be honest.
Well, he hasn't flushed his career down the toilet, so there's that. What about Shibasaki? Like that's, I mean, it's sort of not ending the drama for the Broncos. We're a week out of finals, cementing the top 4. They come home from the Cowboys. He didn't even go. It wasn't even the mad cow that did it to him up in Townsville. He came back to Brisbane and went out again. Yeah, he defeated the mad cow, came back, did his damage in Brisbane and turned up to training too intoxicated to train or over the limit. I shouldn't say intox because it wasn't like he was drunk, but...
Yeah. I think I'm more proud of him getting out of the mad cow with no scars because that place has claimed many a soul in its time. But, I think he's done the wrong thing. The Broncos have sat him out for the week. I think it's good by Madge. They've got standards that then they're living and breathing by them. And if you don't live up to them, well, you're not in the team. And he's their leading try scorer this year. He's a pretty important piece to their puzzle. So it's a big call from Madge. But I do like not the line in the sand, but the standards that he's set. And if you don't live and breathe them, you're out. So big call by Madge. But look, he'll be back in the team next week. I know Gammett. I know he'd be really horrified at missing a session or turning up drunk. He's come back from the brink. He saved his career, and he's been one of the form centres of the comp this year. So, I'm sure there's plenty of remorse there. But if you're going forward for Brisbane with the standards they want to set, I think it's a good thing that Madge has done that.
I have to ask about that comment about Madge because he's been under a lot of pressure from the Broncos old boys, and I don't need to pen someone out who exactly I'm speaking about what decisions he's made, about losing the dressing room at the start of the year, the discipline. If they lose this game, is his head right for the taking from those old boys again for making a decision to stand him down?
No, I don't think so because they've finished, if they finish just out of the top 4, I think in his first season there, they've had pretty big injuries to key players as well throughout the year. I think it's a real pass mark for Brisbane this year. I think he's done a great job. So I think if he's going to get criticised, it'd be a long bow to draw for any of the old boys because, look, as I said, first time he's been into the club, he's brought a whole new culture with him, a whole new precedent, a whole new set of standards that they haven't had before. So I think it's been a successful year for Brisbane, and especially if they get into the top 4, I think, hats off to Madge. He's done a wonderful job.
No, I think it's great because you're setting a standard and a culture, and this game is massive. They win, they go to top 4, they don't. But he's more worried about what type of person Gammett is, and Tatty spoke about it. He knows he's a good lad, but he's just made a little error. Gold Coast Titans, Tatey. Josh Henne, his first big decision. He has moved on to all the assistant coaches. You like that? You like he's coming in with some fresh ideas and some fresh people?
Yeah, I think it probably needs it, mate, to be honest. I reckon this space at the moment in the NRL around assistant coaches, there's going to be that much movement. I know the Cowboys have had a bit of a clean out with their assistant coaches as well. Gold Coast, you think a new coach coming into Newcastle is going to have a whole heap of new assistants. So, there's probably more movement in that section than even in the players at the moment. So I love the appointment of Josh. I think he'll do a really good job, mate. I think the last couple of years has been in that Origin camp, learning off Billy as well around how Billy does things. And his attention to detail, I think, would really help Josh going into that Titans job. So I'm really excited about what he's going to do down there, along with Scotty Sattler, because I think, Sats is one of the sharpest minds going around in rugby league. So, mate, I'm pumped for the Titans next year because they've got a good roster, mate. They've just got to, I reckon they're not far off. They're just going to make a couple of adjustments and that place could change and really quickly. So, yeah, mate, I'm stoked for him and really going to sit back and watch what they do over the off-season and how they start next year.
Tony, you mentioned his relationship, obviously, with Billy Slater in the Origin. Do you reckon he would consult him? Because They've got a really good, fullback or fullbacks up there. Keanu Kinney's missed a majority of the season, but to learn off someone like Billy Sutter, I know he's involved with Melbourne, but I'm not sure if it's in a full-time role. But do you think Josh Hannay would probably try bring him in the club in some shape or form?
Woodsy, if you're a coach that's got any worth about you, I reckon knowing how great Billy is, you definitely want to be asking a question, mate, because you've seen what he's done with the Origin side. We saw what he did with Reece Walsh a couple of years ago when, he got in Origin camp and Billy was close to him and helping him with his game. So, mate, I think if you're worth your salt, you definitely ask the question for Billy to come down and do some work with the team on mindset, leadership, or even their back five, mate. As you said, they've got young fullbacks there that could probably do with someone like Billy mentoring them. So, mate, you'd be asking the question for sure.
Are you and Billy on talking terms yet? Or
Haven't seen him since.
Oh,
He got the win.
That's right. I forgot about that.
We're going to have a chat.
well, it'd be good to see you two talking again. That's all I'm saying.
Did they ever talk before that?
No, but don't ruin the joke. Don't ruin it. I can't wait for the end of season. You guys are chatting again.
Yeah, the reunion. We can maybe do it while we're getting your Melbourne Storm tattoo.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Actually, why don't we get Billy to do the Melbourne Storm tattoo?
I don't know what he's like with a tattoo gun.
Hey, we never said it had to be a good one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just a little lightning bolt like Harry Potter.
If he tattoos like he responds to Woodsy's comments, I'm in trouble.
I didn't say anything.
Started again. Tatey, before we let you go, obviously it's been a topsy-turvy year for all of the Queensland teams, but I'd love to get your rating 1 to 5 on all 4 and then what you rate and hate about their season. We'll kick off with the Dolphins. The future Panthers, the Dolphins.
Oh, jeez, you've given me a flogging for that. Dolphins, I'm going to give a 3.5.
Yeah.
I've loved the way they've competed all year, especially with the injuries they've had to key players. The thing that I hate is that they've had back-to-back years where they've had huge injury tolls. So I think they've got to look at their high performance and make some changes around that because it's killed them again.
All right. Titans.
I'm going to give them a 1.5.
Oh, that's been
Oh,
generous.
the 0.5. How did they get that?
It's really hard to rate out of 5 too. 10 would have been much easier. 1.5. What I've hated, just their inconsistency. What I've loved is when they do play football, mate, they're as good a team to watch as anyone in the comp. And I think we've seen throughout the year when they are dialed in, they can put plenty of points on teams, but their defence all year has probably been the thing that I've hated the most about them.
Yeah, fair. All right, your Cows.
Going to go a 2.
Ooh.
Bit harsh. I think with the cattle that they've got and the Origin players in their team, they've fallen well short of where they should have been. They're a top 8 side every day of the week. So, again, probably a bit like the Titans, their inconsistency, not being able to week in, week out put it together. And defensively, again, like the Titans, been really poor all year. So, a fair job for Toddy Payton in the off-season to get that side dialed in. I'd be having a pretty tough pre-season and getting them ready to go for 2026.
Yeah, absolutely fair. All right, well, we finish with the Broncos, obviously doing the best out of all the Queensland sides in this finals run home.
Going to go a 4 for the Bronx. As I said before, I think with Madge coming in his first year, has done a wonderful job. I've loved the emergence of a lot of their guys that go unheralded, guys like Tyson Smoothie, Ben Tolte, Corey Jensen, Billy Walters. They're guys that aren't on big money, but, geez, they've gotten a lot of value out of them this year. So that's what I've loved about them. What I've disliked about Brisbane is their recovery methods. I think it's probably leaves a little bit to be desired.
Oh, well, no toilet drinking for you this weekend, but maybe a bit of Mad Cow.
Oh, Mad Cow, how good is it? Woodsy, you'd have some stories from the Mad Cow for sure.
I do, but they're probably not rated for this show, mate. You can't say what
You guys are so boring when it comes to storytelling. Ash, you would love the Mad Cow. It is the grouse.
Oh, yeah. You'd fit right in, Ash, mate. There's some skeletons left in that place. If
I'll wear
those
that
balls could
proudly.
talk, mate.
I'll wear that
I don't think I've ever paid for a drink at the Mad Cow.
Shock me. Shock me.
That's a
I
great
can't
place.
wait. I can't wait to go.
Loves
I
the-
definitely want to make a trip up there next season.
Maybe
for
we
sure.
do a
Go where
broadcast from
where
up
Manly,
there.
Where Manly play.
Yes.
I don't want to go for a loss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
True colours showing.
At the end of the season, I'm done.
Well, Tatey,
I'm
you'll
checked out.
Yeah. Tatey, you'll be joining us for the finals run home as well too. So thank you very much, I should say, for giving us all the insight on all Queensland.
Big game tomorrow night. Come on, the Broncos carrying the Queensland flag.
Oh, the only team out of
They'll
4.
have the toilet water on tap, don't worry.
Oh, wow. See you, Tatey.
See you, mate.
See you, mate.
See you, crew.
Well, starting from the bottom, Titans at 1.5, Cowboys at 2, 3.5 for the Dolphins and 4 for the Broncos. Fairly rated, I'd say.
Yeah, if Broncos win it all, do they get bumped up to a 4.5, do you think?
Yeah, we'll have to ask him.
I think the Dolphins is pretty spot on. Like they've
Yeah.
overachieved because of the amount of injuries they've had.
It'd be good to see them make a full season without an
Oh,
injury.
jeez.
They've been unlucky. I think they've been unlucky to miss the 8.
Mate, they haven't had Flegler for not one game.
Yeah.
You know, Gilbert
Who's
missed long term.
Yeah, that's
Saifidi, that's their front row.
Yeah.
Also, Herbie.
Oh,
Herbie's a big out
What a
when they
player.
were right in the middle of
Yeah.
form, and he was arguably one of the best in the game at that point.
even
And
Max Plath, like he just does a job
Oh,
for
yeah.
him. Yeah.
I think it speaks volumes for when they do come back. They've now got all this young talent
Oh, yeah.
led, like probably years before we thought they were going to be.
No, they're in a good spot, the Dolphins.
Ash, you were obviously down in the snow, but you did get to watch a lot of footy. I know you went down to old Cogra on the
I
weekend.
did. I thought I'm not here for the final home game of Manly this week, which is a bummer.
Yep.
And my kid was like, so we're not going to get to go any more games. I was like, oh, it's only down at Cogra. I thought it was further.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and I was deep in enemy territory thanks to Damien Cook. He
Yeah.
gave me some tickets. And thanks to Woodsy.
Yeah.
No, it's
I don't get tickets anymore, mate.
I know. I was like, it was great, actually. It was a bit chilly, a bit windy, but it was a good result. I was right in the middle of all the Dragons family and friends, so it was nice to rub that in. My kid got to meet Damien and have a photo
Amazing.
with him, which was awesome. So,
He's
yeah.
one of the game's greats, I reckon. He's such a
He's a
gentleman.
good lad.
He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Very
yeah.
gentleman.
Yeah.
And you got the win.
Got the win.
Yes.
It's bittersweet though, isn't it? Because like it was, I thought we attack so well from halfway, but as soon as we get anywhere near in the red zone, we can't cross the line unless
Why are you laughing, Woodsy?
No, he's smirking.
You start laughing
They
at
got
him.
the win, mate. and
I
you're
know
still
they got the
angry.
win.
You're still angry.
I'm angry because the Roosters flogged the Storm and it gave us no chance.
Yeah.
So that was my low that we were officially ruled out before that game even
Yeah,
kicked
that
off.
sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But you know they early on in that game against the Dragons were throwing it around a bit, and I thought, hang on a minute, this
We're
could
in
be
trouble.
we're in trouble. And then when Sips gets sent off for 10, they put 2 tries on us, and I'm like, oh, how am I going to explain this to my 6-year-old?
Uh-oh.
And then we came back. So, but it was it's sad that we're officially out, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they really overly deserve to be there anyway, considering the inconsistencies.
Yeah.
But the Raiders getting
That was so good.
so good.
An emotional Ricky Stewart. Just if you don't get
gets you, doesn't it?
goosebumps, you are not
I'm
human.
getting goosebumps talking about
Yeah.
it.
Isn't it,
Yeah,
isn't
so-
it quite crazy how well they've done? Like so many people tipped them to be wooden spoon.
I had
Yeah.
them at Wooden Spoon.
Did
I'm
you?
pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. When I find it, I'll send it over.
It'll probably be in our first episode because I think we
Yes.
asked.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I wasn't like, I just thought that they had there was nothing about them at all that was like getting me excited. And then even then, when we beat them at home, I was like, oh yeah, they're crap. You know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, even though we beat them again, but I'll take that. But they keep showing up. I think that game against Penrith 2 weeks ago, where they won it, the margin was small, was like a line in the sand. Was like, hey, we're here to play. So hopefully they can win it all. I mean, considering the last time they're in the grand final was a bit controversial, be nice for them. Just a nice, clean win.
Yeah. I loved how like Ricky came out. He's just like, the minor premiership, don't even care about it. Don't even care about it. And
he's
then
crying.
the lump in the throat, the tears. I was like, yes, you do.
Yeah, it's
I
nice
love
to win
it.
Don't you think it's awesome he's doing it with his son
I
as well?
know.
Oh yeah, it's got fairy tale written all over
I
it.
love it. I want them to
Brilliant.
go all the way.
Me
I
too.
don't know if they
That's
can,
who I'm
but that-
backing.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and buy a Raiders jersey.
Are you?
I'm not going to go that
The
far.
milk. Wow.
Just buy heaps of milk. Then you
I
don't have to
will,
buy a jersey.
yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But Yeah, good weekend of footy, I think.
I like it. Well, the finals run, it's not settled for the ladder yet, which I think is quite wild. I had to write this down because it was very confusing at the start. So Brisbane need to knock over Melbourne to lock up their 4th spot, while Cronulla, they're lurking. They're ready to snatch a qualifying final against the Raiders. Warriors face a massive test at Brookie Oval because it's obviously DCE's last home game. And they will fight to get into the 4. Then you've got the Roosters, Dolphins and Sea Eagles all still at the hope of sneaking into the 8. Now, I say Sea Eagles loosely. But
how?
Nah, Seagul's gone.
And I reckon Dolphins lose too.
What are they going to win by 100?
Oh, there's
80
massive
points.
Yeah,
It's 80 points.
80
differential.
points?
Yeah.
So basically, they need the Roosters to get beat
Because
by
I think
40.
I was going to say it was 50 and
win by
50 or
40.
something
Yeah.
last week, and now it's
I think
80
the biggest
points in this
chance is
whole
the
game.
Dolphins. If the Roosters lose, and depending on how, so at the moment, the differential from the Dolphins and Roosters is 15. So, and then if the Roosters lose, it'll drop down a little bit more. So
I love how tight this year has been,
great.
and how the tipping comps have been ridiculous to
I
get
gave
on top
up.
of, because there's been a lot of
like games that you'd expect normally in years gone by, they win.
Yeah.
This year, it's like, what is happening?
And it excites me even more what this finals is going to be like.
Yes.
Because this series is probably the most lit up.
I think it's frustrating how people come out, only 2 teams can win the comp. I think that's bullshit.
No.
That is.
Excuse my French, but
Yeah.
I think any team in that top 8 can win because it's been proven that some of the sides down the bottom of the ladder can beat the top teams. So
Yeah, there was all these stories all the way through the year of teams coming in and out of form where we're not really used to them going chopping and changing so much. Like the Panthers, perfect example.
Yeah.
We're right, the dynasty's over.
Yep.
Right, for now anyway. And then all of a sudden, we're talking they're going to win the comp. And they've gone from last into the top 8 in a matter of weeks because it was so close. And then they drop off form.
Yeah.
They lose 2 in a row. Yes, they were close games.
what up the Storm? They conceded 40 points
Oh,
in
no,
one
it's
half of footy.
Yeah. that was
in their
wild,
coach's
hey.
600
That is so rude.
I know.
Like, I know they had a couple players out, but you still like.
And Storm don't lose many games
many
where it's
milestone games.
milestone
No.
game. I don't think they've lost any.
I know, but it's also they don't lose by that much.
Yeah.
Other than
At
against
home,
Manly in
as you
2008.
said, milestone.
Yeah,
wow,
it's
40
just
points. You wouldn't want to be Brisbane this week.
I reckon Bellyache, he would have been so not angry, disappointed, losing on his 600th game that he probably just didn't even. There was
You know
no
when
spray.
when you get home and your parents they don't give you a spray, but you just know they're disappointing you. I reckon that hurts more. I reckon that's
yeah.
what Bellamy would have been like in the sheds.
Silence.
just switched it up from the
Silence
spray.
is deafening.
Yeah.
What did he say to the sideline reporter? He said, he was like, hopefully we don't play as shit next week or something like that. And I was just like, so he was like, what do you do? There's not much you can do. And you can go into the sheds. You can
rouse
give
them as much as you
spray,
want,
but
yeah.
it's not going to change the situation. You're better off going, look, we just weren't good enough.
Control
Flush
the
that one
control.
And the
move on.
Roosters were desperate to.
Reece
were
Walsh
desperate.
it, Reece Walsh
Yeah,
it.
just, there's the toilet boys.
Flush it or drink it.
Yeah.
Both. This week's games, one thing I was surprised about, obviously Panthers rested majority of their team last week.
The rest of most of the suburbs.
Yeah, which then
I think they've still got 2 rested now.
the poor buggers in New South Wales Cup, they're out of the finals.
Oh, they missed
because,
it. They were on the
missed
brink, weren't they? Yeah.
And then it also affected, is it Jersey Flegg
Yeah,
underneath
Jersey
that?
Flegg players had to play up.
Yes,
as
so
well.
they were meant to finish and have 2 bites of the apple in finals.
Now they got
They
one.
lost as
Sudden
well,
death.
and then
Yeah.
now they're in the sudden death. So the whole club season.
Isn't it funny about how last week we're talking about players getting rested and how much of a frustrating it is, but now Canberra resting players.
Well, yeah, but I thought the Bulldogs would rest more.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones Coach Serrato sort of going with, we haven't been playing well. And for me last week, when they played against Panthers, it was a lose-lose situation. If they had a 1 by 40, it was like, geez, we were expecting this. Like, this should happen. And if they had a loss, it would be like, what is going on? And only because they won by, 24 points, and it wasn't really clinical. The attack was still a little bit off. I think there's more talking points out of that. I reckon he probably should have rested his players as well once he got wind.
Yeah. He probably even just a couple.
Yeah.
Just to
Even this week, I would have rested. I would have looked after.
if
a couple
you're in,
of them.
you're in. I mean,
Because the wind came before the actual announcement. It wasn't like it was when the team announced and you
Yeah,
you
Brandon
named.
Smith announced
yeah.
it.
and when you come into the semi-final, it's a new competition.
Yeah.
Like
that's
you
good,
know,
pretty much.
form
Yeah.
goes out the window basically.
And it was not convincing at all that win. Like you're
saying,
playing
it's a lose for him.
You're playing. It was a very much like play to your opponent opposition's level.
Yeah.
And it was obvious that they were a fill-in team that have come up, and it's great to see young guys get a run. I get it. But it was.
But if you look at this, they dominated.
I put money on Penrith to win because I was like,
You just
playing
never
all
know.
right. You never know.
you did. You
and the
mentioned that
first
last
25
week,
minutes, I'm like, hang on a minute
so
here.
you're seeing there's a
and
chance.
Then, exactly. I was like, and like
There
I
was
said,
never a chance.
shut up. There was
They
a
couldn't get out of
chance.
their own end.
It was 4-0 at one point
Yeah.
the Bulldogs
for like
was-
30 minutes.
There was too many opportunities for the Bulldogs. They couldn't pick the right one. That was the problem.
Yeah.
Well, they need to be better than
Which
that.
is a
don't they?
concern.
They'll be right. They'll be right.
Which is a concern. All right, let's go with the which game and why. We're going to kick off on Thursday night. Broncos versus Storm. We'll just do one-word answers because we'll come back a few multis at the end.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Okay.
So Broncos versus Storm.
Woods.
Storm.
I'm going to go. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go to Storm too after losing by 30 points.
And after the turmoil they're in. Manly versus Warriors. The last DCE hurrah.
Eagle Rock, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling I'm going to miss it, but I'll be watching.
I'll be there for you, Dal.
Thank you, Dal.
No, you're welcomes. This one's going to be a big one. It's a bit of a grudge match. Roosters taking on South. This is a tight one.
Roosters with no confidence.
I'm going
Oh.
Roosters will smoke them.
Yeah.
I reckon Wayne will have. This is South Sydney's grand final this weekend.
This is Teddy's year, bro.
Cam Murray's back.
Oh, yeah.
Cam Murray's back. Latrell's out.
Yeah.
Cody Walker's had a couple of runs under his belt now.
Yeah.
And Brandon Smith's named to play.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't think anything's been done with. He's got a and it doesn't
No, but
carry-
against former club is what I was insinuating.
Oh, geez, Matt, do you reckon Victor Adley and
Yeah.
the cheese will come at it?
Especially because they got roped into it. I'd be
Yeah,
targeting
It's
him.
frustrating.
Yeah. Dragons versus Panthers.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Flano Panthers by
Yeah.
plenty.
Panthers.
Really?
Well, they got everyone back on deck except for Brian Toto and I think Liam Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yucky. I wouldn't want to play
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yucky.
Dragons'
Yucky's a
defense
good
The
word.
Dragons' defense last week was dreadful. Their attack looked sprightly, but we're just making meters up the middle so easily.
Yeah.
The only person that was actually helping the cause was Cookie, where he just stole the ball twice.
You're just in.
from dummy
You're just
half.
holding the inside of Cookie's
Big dog.
pocket
It's
now,
all right,
aren't
mate. We
you?
know you got your tickets. You can just let him go.
Shut up.
All right, Titans versus West Tigers. It's going to be the last hurrah for foreign
You know,
as
if,
well.
if
And Des.
if Titans win this, they might not get the spoon
How?
because they got better for and against the Newcastle. They're only 2 points behind Newcastle.
Newcastle's got a bye, don't they?
It'll be Titans.
Oh, no.
second. I was there
They
for
got
the first
Para.
spoon. With Princey.
Where's Newcastle?
I'm going West Tigers. They got
Okay.
a young kid debuting on the wing and he's a gun.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So
What are you going,
I
Nash?
reckon he'll be exciting. He might light it up a bit.
Farewell, foreign, Des, and all the assistants.
To be honest, it's a bit of a crap game.
It happens every year at the Titans, doesn't
I
it?
I'm going
know,
with the
I know.
Tigers.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
going with the Tigers just because the
Yeah.
Tigers, there's just too much going on.
All
over
right.
there.
Yep.
Bulldogs and Sharks, the last game for Saturday.
Dogs.
Gonna go to Sharkies.
Don't shock me.
And you know what happens? If they win this, they could be top four guys.
Brisbane-
And I had that little bit of a thing the other week. And I copped a lot of pizzling on social media. If I get this, you look out because I'm coming for you.
It's the Kim Kardashian story, the comeback story.
What are the chances of the Panthers making the fort? That's not going to happen, is it?
Not gonna happen.
Damn it.
Too far.
Damn it.
Bye.
Anyway.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Sunday we've got Dolphins versus the Raiders. Obviously, Ricky has swung the axe. There's 10 changes, resting stars, 3 debutants. He's blooding, and Corey Horsburgh getting
Big
the
Red
C
captain.
next
Congratulations
to
to the Big Red. It's a big turnaround considering he was playing reserve grade this time last year.
Well, and
so
lost his love for footy.
He
Ricky
did,
just
yeah.
went, come here.
come back fit and he's firing, but I'm going to go to Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
So he's making 10 changes,
Yeah.
resting them.
Mate, Herbie Farnworth named him on the extended bench.
Yeah.
Love him.
Would
What a
you
player.
risk it?
Well, they
Last
might
game
make
of the
that.
season?
It's up there, isn't it?
I reckon it'll depend if Thingo lose, the Roosters.
Thingo.
If Roosters lose, sorry. If the Roosters lose, I reckon they'll play Herbie. If they don't, they win. I reckon Herbie won't play.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with you, Woodsy. I'm going to go with Dolphins as well, actually. Because it's up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was in Canberra, I'd be like,
All right, we finished up the round with the Eels taking on the Knights. Could there be an upset?
That was my best bet last week. Eels over the Warriors, and geez, I thought I was going to do it easy, and then geez, I almost got that taken away. I'm going to go Eels. I like what the Eels are doing
Yeah.
the back end of this year.
yeah, I like the Eels too.
Jeez, it's been a difference having Moses back on deck.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
It was
He
like a
could
polar opposite type
Yeah.
side.
God, I wish he was on the market when we were looking for a half.
There's no way we would have got him.
1.5.
I know.
DC didn't clear up that much
One
space.
can dream. We want to ask for DC for the money back.
All right, the Would You Back It? Woodsy, you're kicking off first with the Broncos and Storm. I know you've already said who you think is
Yep.
going to win, but I'd love to know what you're going to put on.
Well,
it.
with that, I had Storm minus the start, which is 3.5. Look, I love these little would you back it, the little tips that they've got from StatMate. Like Stags is back in form. He scored 6 tries in his last 5 games. Coach has continued his stellar season, scoring 6 tries in his last 4 games. He also loves playing the Broncos, having scored 4 in his last 3. So you're not going to do that. I'm going to go Stags and Coach, anytime try scorer, and points over 49.5. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
I don't mind that. The
Yeah.
other stat they did throw in was Will Warbrick. He also loves playing the Broncos. He has scored 6 tries in his last 4 games, including a triple.
Has he been
in the
named?
round
And can we
27.
say it was a big congratulations to Will? He missed a long part of the season through concussion symptoms. So it was his first game back on the weekend in first grade. He played
Yeah.
for Sunshine Coast the week before, but really good to see him. He's a good man and he's a really good player. So
Yeah, I love
There's
that.
a few guys coming back that have missed most of the
Yeah.
season this week. It's good to see him running around again
Yeah.
one last time. And
Get the cobwebs out.
exactly right. I'm worried about Cam Murray though. Surely one leg's thicker than the other.
do you reckon? Well, Kevy said he only
He might run around in circles.
but Kevy only said he has got to play half a game.
That's
And he's
probably
in
all he
Aussie
has
squad.
in him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, did it? Yes.
If you're Souths, do you want him going on that tour?
No, you'd want him doing some leg press for the off season.
just single leg squat.
Yeah, just single leg squats for the whole off season to build the strength back up in that leg. Imagine that. God.
Oh. All right, Ash,
leg
you're
you
going
talking
the
about?
Manly Warriors
Middle leg.
game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing. I was waiting for one of you little grubs to do that.
Oh yeah.
Manly versus Warriors, last game at Four Pines Park for the weekend.
So StatMate has spat out a couple here. Jason Saab. So recent years, in the last 6 games, scored 10 tries.
He's been quiet this year, Sabi, hasn't he, on the try scoring?
I feel like there's not been desire for him. I've seen him run, and I'm like, you've got pace. You could have run on that loose ball.
You said
I'd love
it-
to
I
see-
love
I'd love
Saab,
to see Manly
though.
just kick a bit early for him, just chance their
well,
arm.
they used Kohler instead the other day for that.
Yeah, that was gold.
You said it really well the other day. It's like when you're down in confidence, you start to question everything,
it's hard.
including
Yeah.
that run that he would do.
Yeah.
And someone else put it really bluntly that having Jason Saab is like having a luxury car in the garage, right?
Yeah.
If you're winning
You don't want to use
and
it.
you got shitloads of money, you can kick it up the field and him can chase it. But I think
Confidence
he's
is
out.
key.
I think if you asked him, he'd say, "I would love to be playing better footy."
Yeah.
But I think this week's a good chance for him to, score a couple of tries against the Warriors and finish off the year. Also, Turbo. He did me in this week because I had him for 2+,
Yeah.
and he got so close so many
Mate, that
times.
first 20 minutes, he was on fire.
Yeah.
He was just making a mess of the down. Like I said, down that side, just throwing show and go. He was opening up whoever was on the outside of him. But he against the Warriors, 4 tries from his last 4 games. So I'm going to go with Manly head to head. Keep it safe there. Saab anytime and Turbo anytime. Something simple. I need to
like
finish
Yeah,
that,
and
that
mate.
you just completely Manly. No
stuff 'em.
wah-wahs in there.
My Sharks one cost me on the weekend.
Yeah.
Cal Ero scored, but it was a double movement. It was my last
That's
leg.
right, yeah. Oh, that
Could
would
have been back-to-back weeks for Woods.
Could have been.
Filthy.
Anyway, next time.
But I reckon I like your bet.
Just an easy, nice, simple one. Surely I'll load up on it.
Yeah, go
Have
on.
you got one all year?
I don't want to talk about it.
I thought you did get one.
I did. I got one, but it was off a whim on a bonus bet.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I just was like, oh, I'll just do that. And then I was like, hang on a minute.
But it wasn't one of his bets in here.
No.
No.
That
You've
nude
had
run?
one come off.
That
though.
nude run? But a couple, mate.
Well, I got one more chance.
So
I'm not doing a nudie run. I don't want to disappoint everyone.
Well, Woodsy's done a nudie run this year.
And let's just say it didn't disappoint many people.
Mine will disappoint everyone.
Doesn't matter. It was 5 o'clock and it was cold. No, I'm saying the people loved it. Doesn't matter.
Yourself a wrap?
They all come in all shapes and forms. They love the bush, man.
Yeah. God, now I'm scared.
People were surprised.
Surprised with the
Not at
bush.
the length of the bush.
Surprised with the girth.
We're going to get you a trimmer. That's what we're going to get you.
No, man.
Manscaped.
Bring back the 80s.
If you do that for the men, you got to do it for the women, and no thanks.
Oh, no.
No thanks.
American.
You went away a couple of weeks ago. We weren't alled to say what it was for.
I'm a secretive
Ash.
guy like that.
You were secretive, but you did go to the Strip. Speaking of the 80s, Vegas, and you met.
No, LA.
LA, sorry.
Come on, guys.
LA. Well,
We
I
didn't
saw
know.
you,
We
you were
didn't
in
go.
Vegas too. Yeah, we didn't get an invite.
Maybe next time.
Talk us through it.
Yeah. So went to LA with PointsBet. We shot a couple of commercials with the great Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
He must have made you look like a midget. You would have left scratch
Thanks.
marks on his
Yeah.
shins trying to get up.
He was. You put another one of me on top of me, and we're close to how tall he is.
Did you shake his hand?
Oh yeah,
was
wrapped
it like?
around my hand
like
twice.
Shrek. You
I
know
was
when
like-
Shrek grabs...
Oh my god, it's just a big,
You know
lovely
what-
man.
You know what they say about big hands?
Big feet.
That's it.
Big feet, big socks.
Big pants.
Big pants. He was great. He gave everyone as much time as he could. Very funny and
Love it.
just a bit of a kid at heart, if you ask me.
Did
Like,
the
Is he?
Weasel have a beer or anything with him? Or
no, we didn't get really that much time. I mean, trying to get through his entourage is another.
Okay.
But no, he had a laugh with all the boys and signed some stuff, got some photos, and excited to see the result.
Oh, cannot
is-
wait.
Well, we're going to see the result right now.
Love
so,
that.
Oh, bring it on,
The
baby.
new PointsBet commercial, which is going to be coming up. Let's check it out right now.
Game starts in 2. Got to be quick.
You need something quick? I got something blistering. 5 for 25 from PointsBet. It's like hot sauce, but for sport. 5 taps, and it's on.
Yeah, that's hard.
Aw, thanks, babe.
5 for 25, only available on PointsBet. Yeah, that's built different. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Oh, that was pretty solid acting, Ash. I have to say,
How did you do
Oscar-worthy.
that?
Does-
Come on.
Do I call Hollywood or do they call me?
I think if you wait for them to call you, it could be a long time.
my bags are
but
packed.
I
Yeah.
think they'll say to you, just hold on, we'll call you. Just wait, all right?
Yeah. We'll call you back, son.
You'll be waiting a while, champ.
You,
was-
you legitimately look scared of him jumping out.
Oh yeah, it was because
Yeah.
it's huge.
I thought you took over. I thought you took control of that.
I thought so as well. I thought
Well done, mate.
next time they won't worry about the ambassadorship with Shaq. They'll
Yeah.
just be like, put it all on
You'll
me.
have the
I'll be
entourage.
the next guy. I'll have
We'll
the
be
entourage.
the entourage.
I'm proud of you to go over there for 7 days to do an 8-second talk.
Thank
you.
in the clip. Well done, mate.
It was a lot of work. A lot of work. It was a full Hollywood production.
That wasn't April, and that wasn't your wife
I
for the
know.
talent
I'm in the
Oh,
doghouse
you
for that, but I don't
dirty
call
dog.
it the
Yeah.
doghouse anymore. I just call it the regular house because I sleep there that
Uh,
night.
You're stoked to be in the spare room.
Oh, I
basically.
love it. Good night's sleep, uninterrupted. Kids don't know I'm there.
Oh,
But yeah,
dear.
excited for. There's more than just that one. There's a couple
Yep.
more to come.
Nah,
out.
well done, mate.
love
Proud of
it.
you. You look really good.
Thank
Very
you, man.
proud, and big congratulations because you announced it today as well too. Healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Yeah, Mum, I'm going to be on TV. Or Nan, more likely, because Mum won't watch. Yeah, so that's going to come out. I
Mate,
think.
you are on fire.
Thank you very much. This should come out after all the footy's done and dusted.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. You got to keep it rolling.
I don't want to have to compete with the football.
Well, we're going to be the entourage. I'd like to.
You guys,
I'm happy with that.
I'm
you
ready
guys
for
happy
Can I be a
with?
secchi?
You
Yeah.
guys happy with minimum wage?
Well, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm already on
gee,
that.
well, we're
I'm
good.
already on that. You guys get the money.
As long as it's after 9:30 in the morning, I'm there, man.
Oh, sweet. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to have me on the radio show actually.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll
Come promote
on.
your show.
I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, done and done. All right. Well,
You're like, what are you doing here? I'm like,
You
"You've been
literally will
replaced."
be there.
thank you very much for joining us. The last week of the finals, the last push.
No, of the regular
Well,
season.
the round. Yeah,
Renee.
sorry, regular season, last push to the finals. I'll get my words out
Still some
properly.
big games on the line.
I know. I can't wait. I'll be at Brookie Oval on the weekend. You'll obviously be away. Ash, you got any games on?
Brookie.
Brookie,
Friday
you're
night,
there.
6 o'clock.
I
Beautiful.
can't believe the whole
See?
team's going to be there, but me.
Unlucky horse.
Maybe if I finish early, I'll fly back just for an hour. Fly back for the game and fly back down. Yeah, actually.
Straight
you're the
back
best.
down. All right. Thank you for joining us on ausmericanaces NRL. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, share us, add us on Spotify, watch us on YouTube, all of the above. We'll see you next week where we kick off finals week 1.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.